Hey guys, Ting Ting here. Welcome back. Quick little update from the Forge. As you know, I went full time here recently, and what that's done is giving me more time in the Forge and for making videos and things like that. So it's going to help me put out more content for YouTube, but it's also going to help me start focusing on some content for my Patreons. You guys have been there since I opened it, and you haven't gotten much other than some pendants, and a couple of those are behind, but I've sent several of them out. I've got a couple more to get to you guys, but they're getting done now since I'm in the Forge more. But I want to add some more content to the Patreon page because you guys deserve it. You guys have been keeping me going this whole time, so I got to do something for you, right? So if I can figure out how to make videos, I can make them, but how to post them to Patreon, that's going to start happening too. And they're going to be a little more behind the scenes, in-depth stuff. You know, if I build something, you're going to get diagrams, plans, drawn by me, of course. There's not going to be anything explicit, but it will have measurements that I've used and things of that nature. I'll try to be as descriptive as possible, and I'll put those on there for you guys if you want to take the time to check them out and make something yourself as well. Things like that. You'll have more direct access to me. If you want, shoot me a message on there, and I'll get back to you and all that stuff. That's great. It also enables me to focus a little more on my Etsy shop. Okay, getting things listed on there, new products, things like that, getting it out, getting my name out there. And when it comes to my Etsy shop and Patreons together, that's going to mean you guys that are Patreons at a certain level, you're going to get a permanent discount on the Etsy shop. That's going to be listed on the Patreon page as well. It's already there, made a post, go check it out. But what it explains is bronze leveling up, you get a permanent discount. And what your patron level is depends on what discounts you get. If you're a bronze, you get more of a discount the higher level patron you are. Can't remember the specifics, but it's on there. And the way that works is anytime you want to buy something on my shop, you just message me first. I can generate a coupon code for you with that percentage off. I give it to you. It's good for a certain amount of time. You go use it. Boom, there you go. You got your discount. Anytime you want to buy something, come see me if you're a Patreon. I also added for my gold level Patreons for the quarterly giveaway that is specific for gold level Patreons. You're going to be able to choose an item from my Etsy shop for $75 or less in value for free. All you got to do is pay shipping to get it to you, and that's what you'll get if you win. I'll let you go there, you pick it out, you let me know what it is, we'll correspond with each other, I'll get it done and sent to you. You just got to cover the shipping cost. As I go, I'll be adding some more things to these perks and everything, because like I said, being full-time is allowing me to have more time to focus on this kind of stuff, to get orders out, you know, to interact with you guys, content, all that stuff. It's allowing me all that time, and I want to put it to good use, and just use it as a way to say thank you to you guys for supporting me, because I really appreciate it. Also, a little more news from the Forge. Purchased a shop today. As you know, my old business, we're liquidating everything, and the shop that I had, it was a pretty good sized shop. It was a 30 by 40 steel building, and that was just going to take too much to just move over here, tearing it down, and a lot of time that I would not be getting paid for because I'm doing it for free because it's already mine. But so what I did, I found someone who wanted to buy that and is going to pay me to move it to their place. So I've sold that shop. I'm going to be moving it to their place. They're going to be paying for that, so I'll be able to make some money while I'm doing it. So it worked out. And in turn, it generated enough money for me to buy a shop. I bought it today. It's not huge, but it's perfect and plenty enough size for what I needed, because just considering that I've got the press and forge and this forge and, you know, my torches and the rack and anvil and vise, that's what I need to put in there. And I also want room for a power hammer, right? So I went and bought a 16 by 20. That doesn't sound big, but that's plenty big for everything. It's 10 foot tall on the sides, 14 in the center, A-frame, steel building. The sides are open. I'm going to close those in with wood myself to save some money, because I've got a lot of wood everywhere, and I don't need to purchase that. But yeah, I got a great deal on it, and it will be built within the next week. Just got to run power to it. So Ting Ting's moving into a new shop, guys. One that's not scabbed together from scraps from old jobs, you know, and thrown up. Give you just a little sneak peek at what I actually have here, guys, because I don't think y'all have ever actually seen it. As I get scrap from jobs, I use it here instead of throwing it out. I repurpose it. I am thrifty, I guess, and as I get scrap, I add to it. But it's a hassle. It's none of it's square. It's just what I had to use at the time, and thrown up there to block the wind, stop the rain, so I can work. But yeah, it's getting to the point where that's not suitable for a full-time blacksmith. You know, if it rains real good, I can't be out here working. You know, a light rain, no big deal. But a heavy downpour, I got openings in here. This is just fence panels that came off the fence that I tore down. That I stood up here, stuck some posts in the ground, and stuck them to the roof. An old deck I tore out for someone, flipped it upside down and made a roof out of it. Put shingles and tar paper up there, covered it so it doesn't leak on my head. But you know, right here where I added to it, I haven't put any shingles in there. Just put plywood because I'm like I said, I'm trying to reuse stuff. You know, it'll drip right here, and that's annoying. When it rains, it all washes in here. I didn't level. I have to upgrade it, so that's what I did. I got me a new shop, and so yeah, we'll be moving into that pretty soon. It's going to be here on my property. I'm still going to have my other indoor shop. This is just going to be an outdoor shop for my smithy, for all my outdoor work. So look forward to that. You guys look forward to that as well, I hope, because it'll give me a little more room, a different backdrop, a little more setup. I can change the way things are set up, get it more specific for what I need. It's going to be a bear moving the press and the anvil and stuff, but we'll get it done. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know where we're at here in Florida, because I think everything's coming along great. And oh, another thing, someone told me to mention this. A lot of you guys had said that you are so interested in making steel, and a lot of you have come to me and asked me, what kind of steel can I use at the scrapyard? What kind of stuff can I make hammers out of? You know, and yeah, that's a great way to look at it, but it's really hard to find an actual 2 inches round at the scrapyard. It's hard to find square billet, something that's easy and manageable for you to work with, because you can go find you an actual 1.5 inches, 1.75 inches round. That's great. It's going to take a lot of work flattening it out for one on the side so you can manage it by yourself, because it is, I don't know if you've tried it, but it's hard to work round steel that size and punch a hole in it straight alone with nobody holding it for you. A lot of you don't have access to new steel, so it dawned on me. I have access to new steel. You can get it at my beck and call, square or round, 1045 or 4140. So I'm going to start selling pre-cut hammer billets on my Etsy page. And you say, well, why wouldn't we just order steel? Well, you can order steel from a steel supplier and have it drop shipped to you. You're going to pay outrageous prices because they're going to send it to you in a long bar. Okay, they're not, and if they cut it up for you, they're going to charge you even more. They charge you per cut to cut your steel for you. It's going to be outrageous, you know. And if you order it in a bar, then you got to cut it yourself. And a lot of people don't have what they really need to cut that thick of steel. You know, chop saws take forever to cut that bar. If you don't cut it preferably cut it as square as you get it. You know, if you got an automatic bandsaw, you can get it pretty damn square. But if you don't, and you just got a little hand ported bandsaw, sometimes those cuts can get a little crazy, and you're going to be having to do a lot of grinding. It's going to throw your forging off. You can't measure properly to the center for the eye. There's a lot of factors that's going to go into that. So I've got the bandsaw here. I've got the steel. I'm going to start selling billets, and I'm going to be competitively priced too. I'm going to only charge. I'm only going to make $1 or so off the billet, and that's just to help you guys out. I think with shipping and everything, it comes out. You can get a few hammer billets pre-cut and center marked for you, shipped to you for like $20, you know, and that's for a couple of them. Just go check it out. It's on my Etsy shop, and I'm also going to be selling make your own hammer kits. A lot of you guys want to make these hammers, and you ask me, where do I get handles, or how do I get the handle to match my drift, or I got to make my own handles, but I got to make a drift, or I've got to make a punch to do all this first. And you want to make a hammer, a good hammer. So what I'm going to be doing, I got kits up there now that comes with a pre-marked billet of steel. You can select what range size hammer you're trying to make, 1 to 2 pound, 2 to 3 pound, 3 to 4 pound, 4 to 5 pound, so on and so forth. And it will come with an appropriately sized pre-cut and center marked billet for that weight. It will turn out to be that weight once you punch the eye and add the hammer. It will also come with a hammer. It will come with a drift made by me to match the handle, and replacement handles that match that handle to replace your handle further down the line if you need to. Also come with the handmade handled hammer eye punch. All that'll be included in the kit. It's very fairly priced, okay, because I've been told by several folks that I'm underselling my stuff, but I want you guys to be able to have access to good quality handmade tools, and you know, something that's going to last a lifetime. So go check out my Etsy shop, guys. The stuff you've been asking for, it's up there now. Go get it and put it to use, because I'm listening. I hear what you guys are saying. You guys are asking for this. You guys are saying y'all want to do this and want to do that. Well, Ting Ting's trying to take care of you. So go check it out. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all the support. A lot of good things coming from County Line Forge. So thank you. Again, Patreons, go on over to the Patreon account. Check out the post I put out there. If you're not a Patreon and you're interested in it, just go to patreon.com/CountyLineForge. I will leave a link in the description and check that out. And I'll also leave a link to my Etsy shop in the description. So there, make sure you hit the description button, hit those links, pound the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe for more content coming. We're going to try and up the video volume on the channel now. So thank you so much for watching, and we're going to catch you on the next one.